Welcome to Quick Bites, a video series brought to you by the Washington Hospitality Association, highlighting changes coming to the Washington State Food Code on March 1st, 2022. Today's video is sponsored by Harbor Food Service. Harbor Food Service is thankful for every opportunity to keep our industry moving forward. For other supportive resources, visit harborfoodservice.com, where we believe that life happens around the table. And now here's Susan Shelton from the Washington State Department of Health to give us a summary of the upcoming changes to the food code.
All right, great, Andy. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us for discussion on the key changes to the Washington State Food Code that become effective March 1st, 2022. My name is Susan Shelton. I'm a public health advisor with Washington State Department of Health. Very excited to join Washington Hospitality Association to make sure we can bring to you about 11 key changes so everybody can get ready for next March. First topic we want to talk about is just an introduction to why we changed the rule. Washington State adopts the FDA Model Food Code about every 8 years. And the rule revision process is designed to do three things. Our ultimate goal is to prevent foodborne illness. We detail food safety requirements for people that provide food to the public. We have a lot of stakeholders that we actually work with to make sure that we're all working together to prevent foodborne illness. Second reason why we want to adopt a new food rule is to compile lessons learned. So we also incorporate knowledge that we acquire from illness outbreaks over the years. Also, our academic partners, our industry representatives that have identified things that work better for them. And also we try to incorporate nationally recognized food safety standards. Our third reason we do a new food rule every 8 years or so is because we want to reflect the stakeholder process. We use information from the legislature and also people affected by the rule, so all the businesses, schools, other facilities, so that we can provide clear and consistent requirements regarding safe food preparation, storage, and handling in the state of Washington. So we have three key reasons why we update the food rule. Really glad you're all part of it with us today, and we're getting ready to roll out our most recent revision. We have some changes to management and personnel. We have a few changes to the person in charge, the shift manager duties. Also, quite a few updates to employee health. There's going to be some training components and reporting requirements. Also, one of the key changes to management and personnel is related to active managerial control and the certified food protection manager requirement. You might have heard of a phrase called potentially hazardous food. That phrase has been updated. These are foods you have to keep hot or cold for safety, so now they're going to be called time temperature control for safety foods. We also have a new component called date marking. It's where you mark foods to make sure you use them within 7 days of refrigerated storage. We also have some changes to the cooking of ground meat and poultry products. Also some changes to fish, shellfish, and produce washing. We also have a few operational changes. We have some required written plans on vomit and diarrheal cleanup. We also have some changes to pet animals on premises and quite a few changes to utensils related to washing, sanitizing, and also using refilling customer-owned containers. In addition to the changes of things that we added in, we also pulled some things out. As I mentioned earlier, we changed the phrase potentially hazardous foods. That is no longer in the code. The concept is still there, but again, now we call them time temperature control for safety foods. So you'll start to see the phrase TCS instead of PHF. We also adopted the state law regarding service animals, which is very clear that comfort animals are not allowed to be pulled in as pets. We also excluded two particular food establishments. One is beverage stands, such as lemonade stands that meet a very specific definition. We also excluded small bed and breakfasts. So the small bed and breakfasts with 1 to 2 bedrooms are not going to be considered food establishments either. So again, we have quite a few things that we added into the rule. We had quite a few things that we also took out of the rule. Really want to encourage you to look over the rule and ask questions if you have them. Thank you for joining us for this Quick Bites. Join us for our next one.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel for all the latest news and updates impacting the hospitality industry.